we're going to continue developing the base of the lifter now. So we're going to turn around and get to the inside of the model, and we're going to create a sketch on this inside face 3 here. First thing I'm going to do, project, so the P key, click on the entire base, and then I'm also going to select the bottom edge of the slider because we're going to create sort of a base for the slider to slide in. So hit OK. So it's going to be the base of a channel through here. If I use my dimension tool, I can see the distance between the bottom of the slider and the bottom of the base is 6.5 mil. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a construction line, and just going to draw a random length to start with across here. And the height is going to be pretty important. So D, the distance from the bottom of the slider to the center, or to that line I just created rather, is going to be 6.5 divided by 2. So we've got a line through the middle. We're going to set horizontal vertical constraint between the end of that line and this point here. I'm just going to drag the other end of this one back roughly about here. And another dimension between the end of that line and that circle will be 20 millimeters. And we will create a slot here. So you're going to turn off that construction line tool, going to create a slot, center to center, starting at that end of the line, finishing at that end of the line, 6.5 millimeters. Yeah. So we're going to finish sketch here, and we can extrude that. So extrude this edge, and we're going to just turn on our origin point because we want to extrude it up to this this plane here in the middle, so that central plane. So it should only be 1.7 mil. Now, we don't want it to join up to the slider like it's currently doing. So easy way to stop it from doing that is to turn that slider off, the visibility of that slider off. So when we extrude that, it doesn't join in and become a part of the slider. And the slider will remain a separate feature. I'm just going to call this one base, this body. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I might just turn that slider back off again, because between the slider and, or inside this V, we have the bearing, and the bearing is 4 millimeters wide. So we need to actually make this a little bit wider at the top. So I'm going to hide the slider. I'm going to create a sketch just on this face here. P key will project that entire face in, and that will give us 2 points on either side of this line. So line, I'm going to create a line straight across there and finish sketch. Now remember, we are 0.2 of a millimeter away from the slider already when we created that. So we're just going to cut away minus 0.8, just so we've got room in there for our bearing between these, when we mirror this between the two sides.